Let's step back for a moment and examine the biological argument. Is there a natural, evolutionary explanation for why men might prefer slim women? The human attraction to certain physical traits has long been studied by scientists and anthropologists. Over time, theories have emerged that suggest men are instinctively drawn to signs of youth, fertility, and health. Slimness, in many cultures, is often associated with these qualities. But is this a purely biological preference, or is it the result of a complex interplay between biology and socialization? Evolutionary psychology tells us that men are naturally attracted to women who signal fertility. That is, women who are young and healthy, with bodies that suggest they can bear children. In this context, a slim body may be seen as a sign of good health, particularly when it is paired with traits such as clear skin, shiny hair, and an energetic appearance. Evolutionarily speaking, slimness could be perceived as an indicator of vitality, signaling that the woman is capable of reproducing and maintaining her health over time. These biological imperatives are ingrained in us at a fundamental level, influencing not only our physical desires but also our emotional connections. Men, in this view, are attracted to slim women because their bodies unconsciously send these signals. But here's the complication. Human attraction is not simply about biology. It's influenced by so much more. Our modern societies are filled with layers of meaning, cultural expectations, and historical contexts that shape how we see each other. Men are not just acting on instinct when they are drawn to slim women. They are reacting to a long-standing narrative that has been constructed over time. While evolutionary psychology may explain some of the tendencies, it doesn't account for the full picture. Men's preferences are not hardwired in a way that makes them universally or unchangingly attracted to slim women. If they were, we wouldn't see such a vast variety of body types and preferences across cultures, times, and individual experiences. The preference for slimness can also be linked to a psychological concept known as mate value, which takes into account not just physical appearance, but social status, personality, and overall compatibility. Slimness, as a visible indicator of health and vitality, might be one factor that contributes to a man's perception of a woman's mate value. But, like any other aspect of attraction, the preference for slimness can be influenced by personal experiences, environmental factors, and the context in which one finds themselves. Just because slimness is seen as a desirable trait doesn't mean that all men find it equally attractive, or that it is the only quality that matters. Furthermore, consider the psychological impact of these preferences on men themselves. Men, like women, are also influenced by societal expectations. Many are conditioned to see slim women as the ideal, and over time, they internalize this ideal as part of their own desires. However, it's important to note that men, like women, are also vulnerable to the pressures of these standards. As men seek out slim women, they may unknowingly be participating in the very cultural and societal narratives that reinforce these expectations, perpetuating a cycle that continues to favor one body type over all others. As we peel back the layers of biology, culture, and socialization, it becomes clear that men's preference for slim women is not just about biology. It's a product of complex social systems that shape our desires and our perceptions of beauty. While the biological component cannot be completely ignored, it is just one piece of the puzzle. Attraction is not a simple equation of body type and desire. It is a rich, multifaceted experience that is deeply influenced by the world around us. Understanding this allows us to see beyond the surface and appreciate the deeper layers that contribute to the complex nature of attraction. As we've explored the reasons why men might prefer slim women, it's time to turn our focus to another important aspect of this conversation: the impact this preference has on women. Women, just like men, are not immune to the influence of societal standards. If anything, they bear the brunt of it. The pressure to conform to a particular body type, in this case the slim ideal, is not just an external force. It becomes internalized, affecting how women see themselves and how they navigate the world. But why has this standard been so powerful, and how does it shape women's lives? From a young age, women are taught that their bodies are their most valuable asset. It starts early, in childhood, where they are introduced to messages about what is and isn't acceptable. From media portrayals to family dynamics to schoolyard gossip, women are constantly reminded that their worth is tied to their appearance. The message is loud and clear. To be loved, to be successful, to be admired, they must fit within the mold of beauty that society deems acceptable. And for many, that means being slim. Over time, this message becomes internalized, creating a deep connection between a woman's self-worth and her physical appearance. It's not just about beauty, though. The pressure to be slim is also tied to the idea of control and discipline. As we've seen, slimness is often associated with traits like self-discipline, motivation, and a certain level of social status. Women are told that being slim is not only about looking good, but about being in control of their bodies, their choices, and by extension, their lives. This puts women in a constant cycle of striving to meet an ideal that is nearly impossible to reach. The result? Stress, self-doubt, and sometimes even mental health struggles as they try to measure up to a standard that is, at its core, unattainable for most. Consider the mental and emotional toll that comes with this relentless pressure. Women often experience feelings of inadequacy, believing that they must change their bodies to be worthy of love, affection, and success. The thin ideal is not just a superficial expectation, it's an emotional burden that shapes how women view themselves. Many women spend years of their lives chasing an image that, in many cases, doesn't even reflect who they truly are. It's a false image that ultimately serves to reinforce societal power dynamics, where women's worth is dictated by how closely they adhere to a very narrow, often unattainable standard of beauty. But the impact isn't just personal. This body ideal creates a ripple effect that affects women's opportunities, experiences, and even their sense of identity. Women who don't conform to the slim ideal often face discrimination in both social and professional settings. They may be judged for their appearance, passed over for job opportunities, or even ostracized in their social circles. The cultural preference for slimness doesn't just shape how men perceive women. It shapes how women perceive each other, creating competition and division where there should be solidarity. Women are pitted against each other in a battle for approval, where the victor is the one who most closely resembles the slim ideal. At the same time, we must also consider the psychological consequences of this societal pressure. Women who are constantly exposed to the slim ideal often internalize feelings of shame and guilt when they don't measure up. This can lead to dangerous behaviors, from unhealthy dieting to extreme exercise regimens to even resorting to surgeries, all in an attempt to fit into a mold that society has decided is the gold standard. This vicious cycle creates an environment where women are not only judged for their bodies, but are also expected to constantly strive to change them. The deeper question here is, why has this ideal persisted for so long? Why has the slim body been elevated to the pinnacle of desirability, even at the cost of women's mental and physical health? The answer lies in the power of societal constructs. The preference for slim women is not just a preference, it's a reflection of deeper, ingrained ideas about power, control, and worth. For women, this ideal can feel like a never-ending race, one that often leads to exhaustion, disappointment, and a sense of alienation. What needs to be done, then, is a shift in perspective. The world needs to move beyond the idea that slimness equates to beauty, success, and love, and recognize that every woman, regardless of her body type, is worthy of respect, admiration, and affection.